The dockers' position in this is structurally important because ports are the country's choke points. Greece has loads of them, are heavily dependent on them. They depend on maritime routes for trade, for tourism and supply. When the dockers act, the effects register immediately. They hold practical sovereignty. The government holds formal sovereignty. So this is a confrontation between the two. And that's the real contest over who actually runs the country. The 13-hour law and the protest ban confirm the government's alignment with external priorities, a government not interested in serving its own people but exploiting them for others. The first ensures labour remains flexible for investors and creditors. The second ensures that protest cannot easily disrupt that flexibility. Both moves demonstrate where Greek sovereignty now sits. It is negotiated through markets and alliances, not its own people. The government describes these decisions as modernization, though, and that language is deliberate as well as rubbish. But it recodes the regression as progress. A 13-hour day is not modern at all. It's thoroughly regressive. A protest ban in front of Parliament is not modern at all. They are both mechanisms of control. The dock workers' refusal to accept this any more than they would accept Israeli destined goods detonated that control. So what began as a local dispute has become a national confrontation over control of time, control of space, and moral direction. The government's attempt to reassert order through legislation and policing has achieved the exact opposite. The crackdown broadcast the scale of the dissent. The longer day and the smaller square became symbols of the same subordination. The chronology leaves no doubt about the state's priorities. It moved faster to protect Israeli cruise lines than to enforce safe working conditions or secure accountability for a domestic rail disaster. It cited public order to justify both labour repression and protest restrictions. The same term covered everything inconvenient. Order meant submission to power. The record also shows that the public has not accepted this quietly any more than the dockers have. They basically joined them instead. The strikes now seen have been among the largest since the pandemic. The protests at the ports resumed despite police presence. The families of Tempe's victims refused to retreat from public space. Each of these responses carried material risk. None of them were gestures, they were acts of reclamation. You won't see control, you will not control and coerce us like this, not over working hours, not over protest, and certainly not over Israel. Greece's current government believes it can manage all of this by attrition. It calculates that fatigue, tourism revenue and fear will eventually outlast anger. That calculation underestimates the moral weight of the dockers' example.